Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Lane Hope. And I got another video for y'all. So, in this video, I want to talk about Barack Obama, right? So, the other day, we was having a conversation about Barack. And a few points came out. One of the points, it was points I made, and some of the points was points that other people made, right? And one of the things that came up was how he didn't do anything specifically, right, for black folk. So I was kind of like wondering, like, why did people expect this man to do something for black people? And then the conversation came out about because he was a black president, right? And I'm just like, okay, Barack Obama, technically, because we're dealing with technicality, is not a black person, right? Now, if you want to run with the 5% rule, that the moment you have this 5% blood drop, whatever it makes you that, whatever, right? If you want to run with slave narratives, you can run with slave narratives. However, the reality is that Barack Obama is Kenyan and his mama was white. So that makes him biracial. I know some of y'all are going to disagree and say, well, African, if you African, you black, X, Y, Z. I also am not of that point of view, right? There's a reason why they allowed a man that is not an American Negro. I mean, by birth, maybe. He was born in Hawaii, right? So I guess by birth, naturalization or whatever, you know, you was born here, you're an American citizen. However, right, to my understanding, black means something different. If it means to be, to me, to be a descendant of the slaves that were brought here in America, right? So if your papa is from Kenya, if you can still go home to visit your family, right? You can still go home. He was never uprooted and removed, right? The way that the black folk, that you might call them ADOS, American descendants of a slave or slaves, right, that were here, or they call them foundational black Americans, FBAs. Now, mind you, I'm neither of those things. So I'm not speaking about this from a point of view of that I belong to any of these groups. I don't. I oftentimes I would tell people I am not black. I don't identify as black. I view black as a culture, right? As an ethnic group. I'm not part of that ethnic group, right? A lot of other people might say the race. No, there's no such thing as race. It's only nations and tribes. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know what nation they belong to or what tribe they belong to, and that's not your fault. However, I know what tribe I belong to, and I know, well, I don't know if we could call them a nation, but whatever. We have a flag, we have whatever, right? We have identifying markers, but that's not the point of this video. So I was saying that man is a biracial man, right? And it's not biracial with a black person. Like I said, I view black as a cultural group, right? It's not biracial by a black person. It's biracial by an African, a Kenyan, and a white woman. So anyway, let's move past that. So with that being said, it's like, could you really expect this person to really, really, really identify with your causes and with the things that you're trying to push with coming from this background, right? I don't think so. All right, number two, and you might disagree. Number two, when I said another person brought up that, the reason he wasn't able to do anything is because he was constantly fought against, right, by Congress, that they constantly blocked things that he would have been able to do for black folk or for other people. When you ask people what did he try to do for black folk, or to improve their conditions, right? What did he try to do that was blocked by Congress or the Senate or whatever, legislators, right? What was blocked? What bills did he try to pass? And if y'all know of some, put them in the chat for me. You know, because I'm ignorant to this point, right? So if you know any points or any bills or any laws that he tried to get passed, put them in the chat that was specifically to try to help the advancement of black folks, right? So when we asked this question, it was crickets. But people are always quick to say or defend. Maybe it makes people feel empowered. It makes people feel good. If we just say, yes, he was the first black president, and he was a signature of hope and that advancement in the country. But when you really unpack some of these things, it's like he was selected for a certain reason. He was selected to kind of like give that hope of like, look, a black man could become a president. But the reality is, to me, until a Negro from the ghettos of America, right, which is predominantly where black folk live. Of course, we got black folk that live in other places. I'm just using this as the rhetoric. Until we see a Negro from the hoods of America, right, taking that seat, an actual descendant of the people that was enslaved here, an actual person that will qualify for reparations in America, because I wouldn't qualify for reparations in America until we see an individual that fits this description and this criteria. Then you could truly say, in my opinion, we have had a black president. You can disagree all you want in the comment section. Now back to, he never did anything to advance the black plight in America, right? So people started saying, oh, you know, he was blocked, they fought against him, they did XYZ. So I'm saying like this, you know, Abraham Lincoln, I said, y'all be holding on to Obama so hard, you know, but the reality is other people have done way more for black folk than Obama, right? I'm like, yo, Abraham Lincoln did way more stuff for black people than Barack Obama. Now hear me out. You might be quick to say this brother is ignorant. He doesn't know that Abraham Lincoln only did that to preserve the Union. He only wanted to punish the South, and he knew that they was getting a lot of revenue from the slave system, and he wanted to cripple them, and he wanted to XYZ. We know that. We know the information. We also know Abraham Lincoln said, if it was up to me, if I could preserve the Union without freeing the slaves, I would not have done so. However, I don't care what was his motive for doing it, right? Sometimes the end justify the means, or the means justify the end. However the thing go, you get what I'm saying. For the, you know, the point I'm trying to make is, however, for whatever reason that he did it, whether it wasn't because he liked black folk or he was trying to genuinely help black folk, regardless of what he did was still a big impact in the community as a whole. So we could sit there and we always, black folk always gonna complain and say something anyway, right? People in general, they're all gonna complain and say something. The point I'm trying to make is the decision that he made massively impacted our folks, right? It even cost him his life. So when people say, oh, Barack couldn't do XYZ, you know, the Congress was fighting against him. Did you not know that Abraham Lincoln, when he tried to pass the amendment that will free the slaves, do you not know that it was denied? Did you not know that Congress was against it? Did you not know that? And you know what Abraham Lincoln did? He ratified the Constitution. He also signed the executive, this shit that got him killed, right? He signed an executive order to free the slaves. Not only that, he also went to war with the South. So listen to me. If Congress was so against him that he couldn't do certain things, he had the power to sign executive orders. He had the power to do that. If he genuinely, you folks need to get this in your head. If he genuinely wanted to do something for the black folks, he could have signed some executive orders to get certain things done. He didn't. He had the power to do so. Abraham Lincoln did it. When Congress said, nah, you ain't about to free these Negroes, what did he do? He signed an executive order. So I don't want to hear, oh, you know, Obama just couldn't. When Trump was in office, and he wanted certain, damn near the whole government was against some of the things that Trump was doing. And guess what? He was signing executive orders left and right. When he put that ban on them 7 countries, that was an executive order, right? That was an executive order. He was signing executive orders left and right. So That's my point. My point is, for all of you who get deceived easily and think the man really wanted to do something and he just couldn't do nothing because his hands was tied and XYZ, there has been plenty of presidents in the past who have signed executive orders, who have done things, that they wanted to carry out, or whatever was part in their agenda. They carried it out, and they had some kind of power to be able to do something. And this man didn't do nothing. But let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section, about this topic. And till the next time, peace out.